Hey, hello guys, this is a new video where we're gonna show how much elevation gain can we get on a Vortex with 18-inch rear wheel, 24-inch front wheel. The battery now shows 81.8 volts and the temperature of the motor is about 26 degrees Celsius. So I spent a little bit of energy to get to this point, but it's not much, and we'll see. I found a place where we have a pretty good uphill and downhill, very steep I would say, so we can see how much elevation gain and temperature increase we will have during this test. It's one-way street, so hopefully it won't be too much traffic because I'm going opposite direction now. So now it's 26 degrees Celsius and we're going all the way down. As you can see, there are some cars going uphill, which we will let go first. And then we will go this street. It's pretty steep. I think I will go there next time. So we'll go down and we will see. With recuperative braking, the motor temperature is still rising a little bit, but we definitely save brake pads and the brakes are not getting hot. Okay. So at this point it's 29 degrees, so we get 3 degrees Celsius heat increase. We'll see how it will change. 20, 30. The power consumption is about 3000 watt, so 3 kilowatt power, and we see a constant temperature increase, like 33 degrees, 34, 35, 37. So we got here and we have the temperature 38 degrees and it's dropping, so it's not much, and the voltage 81.2. so we'll do about like 10 rounds just to have good numbers, and we will see what the consumption will be or how much energy we recuperate by doing regenerative braking. So so it's about 1 kilowatt regenerative braking down. I also use some mechanical brakes, so it's not only pure regenerative braking, and we'll see what the result will be, but it's too early to say. We need to do at least, I think, 10 rounds to have good numbers. So we get to the bottom, it's 35 degree and dropping, and voltage 81.9. Okay, let's do the second round, so to say. I will keep the power output in a range of like about 3 kilowatt, which is less than 1 C discharge rate for this battery. Technically speaking, this should be enough for almost 1 hour of discharge, or even more than 1 hour of discharge in this constant power draw. So we will see. It's 40 degree. Yeah, we definitely have some temperature increase, but it's nowhere near the limitation temperature for this motor. By the way, I forgot to turn on Strava, my bad. So we did already 2 rides up. I will turn on Strava now, record, start. So we did already 2 run up. Yeah, we will just add up it to the Strava result, and yeah, we can do a couple more rounds. We'll see at the end what will be the result. $700 watt, 800 watt. It seems like this 1 kilowatt of regenerative braking is almost enough to not to stop me, but at least to keep the temperature constant, I would say. So I think the effort from mechanical braking is very minimal, and yeah, the temperature is dropping on the way down, but the temperature of the controller is not, because the controller is closed. So we'll go 1 more round up here. It's 39 now. Yeah, interesting. If this regenerative braking on the way down affect controller more, then I guess not. It should not be like this. I don't think for a controller it's more losses than generation heat on the way up. But of course you can always turn off regenerative braking and just brake with pure mechanical braking power. That's always a possibility. So machen einen kleinen Test. Okay, so again going down, 1 kilowatt regenerative power. So we see about 3 to 1. If we draw about 1 kilowatt of 3 kilowatt of power uphill, and we see 1 kilowatt of power downhill, yeah, so we can say okay, the temperature, the power consumption to power regeneration is 3 to 1, right? Which is not bad. If we think about this, you're pretty much getting back 1/3 of what you spent, right? Which is really good, I think. So 43.5. I think controller getting warmer than the motor itself. Theoretically, when the temperature of controller going up, it should slower the temperature increase, because with a bigger temperature delta between the temperature of the controller and outside temperature, it should cool down faster, right? But it's closed inside the frame, so maybe it's not the case. We'll see. Yeah, and if you want, I remind you, we can of course install controller outside. That's always option. And another option is to have just ventilated side covers, and then you will have the temperature inside the frame same as the temperature outside of the frame. But it has its own pluses and minuses. When the temperature outside is cold and your controller getting warm, you basically increase the temperature of your battery with controller, and it will help to maximize your range. But when we're doing the test like this, for example, of course it's not playing to our favor, because you want to be temperature around controller as cold as possible to cool it down. But it's interesting. I see that the temperature of the motor is now at the range of 47 degrees, and it's not rising much higher than this, which is interesting sign. So I don't remember, I think it's already 5th or 6th time we're going up, and as always we will go with about 3 kilowatt of power to see what the maximum temperature increase we will get. It's 50, but controller is 52. We might have a power limitation at certain point when the controller will get higher temperature. We'll see. For now, I don't feel any power limitation, and again, it's not about how fast you can go up. We just try to keep the constant power output. I think it's about 70-80 meters elevation gain, maybe a little bit less. But anyway, you can see, guys, it's 53 for the motor and 55.3 for the controller, and it's dropping down pretty fast. So the temperature outside now, I think it's about 12 degree, maybe 10 in the shadow. It's still February, guys. Yeah, climate change definitely play in our favor with you know, shorter winter period. I'm really sad about that, but hey, you know, if we guys drive in electric bikes and charge them with renewable sources, we don't produce any CO2 emission, which is cool. So pretty much you can enjoy and ride and having blast with your hobby, right? But at the same time, you don't produce any CO2 emission. Of course, if you of course, if you charge your bike with renewable energy, which is, in my case, it is. So yeah, I feel good about you know, doing this test, that I don't emit any CO2. So you can see, as soon as we're going down, the temperature is dropping down, but the controller is not. Probably we need more time for controller to cool down. Okay, let's continue the test. I think those people that walk up this hill a little bit jealous to me, because I know it's a pretty long, steep hill, and you know, seeing that how someone going past you like 10 times without breaking the sweat, yeah, can be a bit frustrating. I don't know. I would give them a ride, but it would change the parameters of my test. But you actually, of course, can drive with two people uphill, which I did many times. So yeah. So it's about 2 degrees Celsius or 3 degrees Celsius temperature increase on controller on the way up, and yeah, the temperature of the motor is dropping faster than we can increase it, which is nice. Okay, let's go down. The battery is 80. Yeah, now we don't see it on the correct one because we see it under the 81.5, which is not true. If it would be so, then it would mean we don't spend any energy, right? In theory, you can calculate how many energy you need. If you would be 100% efficient, you can calculate how much energy you need to go to a certain altitude. And if I'm correct, the formula is MJH, So you need to increase your mass. You need to increase your mass to the height and to the constant gravitational G, and then you will see in joules how much energy you need just to go, for example, for 70 meters with the weight of the rider and the weight of the bike to, let's say, 70 meters elevation. And then you can simply convert this joules numbers to the kilowatt hour energy. But this would be pretty much like loss-free. This would be loss-free, 100% efficient scenario, which is not real. Otherwise we could ride without any you know, energy loss. But I think we can compare, you know, how efficient we are, so to say. I think we're something about between like 50 and, I don't know, 70% efficiency, which is really, really good. We'll see, maybe even more. We can compare it. So last time it was 55, now it's 57 and dropping again, but the controller temperature is still rising. It's 61.2 degree now, and it's here inside. Yeah, you can't feel the temperature or something like this, but yeah, let's go down. And so voltage is 80.2. I remind you, we started with 81.8. I think we did already about 10 rides uphill, plus minus, I am sure, maybe 9. But don't forget, on our Strava session we record 2 rides up less, because we did already 2 rides up. I don't think I will do, like, you know, the whole battery, because it would take me more than an hour riding up and down, and I'm not sure you're gonna be interested to watch me riding up and down 1 hour. Ich mache einen Test. Wie viel? Yeah, you see, people around are interested in what I'm doing, you know, like riding so many times up and down. I like, you see, like, you don't not only polluting any CO2, you don't emit any noise. So yeah, it's very little. You see, it's basically just sound of tires, and you don't make any exhaust, so it doesn't smell, it doesn't make any noise. I think it's a great thing to ride when you don't produce anything bad and still enjoying riding it, which is really cool. So it's a 60-degree motor and 62-degree controller. Okay, let's go down right. So it's I think it's a good place for tests that I'm doing. I think it will be the last round. Wait, if the elevation of one round is like 70 meters, then if I did 10, okay, let's do 2 or 3 more to have at least 1 kilometer gain, yeah? Elevation gain. That was... some international students. So the motor is dropping even during recuperation, and controller is 66.6 degree. At least it's not rising, so it stays the same level during regenerative braking. Okay, we see a little temperature rise on the controller. On the way up, but no temperature rise whatsoever on the way down. And we can go all the way up now, I think. So it's 64 and dropping. It's pretty hard to get it higher, and the temperature of the controller is 69. I think we will stop about 75. Hi. Machen kleine Test. 60 degree on the way down and 68 degree of the controller. Under 3 kilowatt load we see the voltage 76.7, which is about 3 voltage drop under 3 kilowatt, which is fine. We'll go all the way up now. You can see the ruins of one more castle over there. So yeah, I think we should end this ride with one more ride, and then I will go up through the castle, just to make it interesting for you on the video. I think with this tempo I won't be able to overheat the motor, or if I do, it will be very slowly. I don't know. Buds controller? Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's go the last round, and this time we will go through the castle, so it should be more interesting to watch. I can go much faster, but yeah, I don't want to do it on a public road. Plus we do an experiment, so there is no point in this. So we enter in castle. Gut gemacht. $78.9. So let's see. We did 10 kilometers and let's press finish. Add picture, video. Okay, we can do it here. Finish picture. Nice, done. Save. Let's see. Okay, elevation gain 759 meters. So almost 716 plus 2 rides which we'll calculate. That's it.